Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, that's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Okay, have a week off and goodness me, what do we come back to? Hopefully my brain will arrive shortly. Got a call, luggage is on its way, so that'll be fantastic as well. It was just one of those chaotic, flying, racing from flight to flight trips home as this one was delayed and it compounded on that one and then that one, you know how it goes sometimes. Anyhow, entertainment only. So it took me, 16 hours from door to door to get home last night. But anyhow, had a lovely trip. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, what do I have a look at? It's a bit like that, isn't it? What I'm going to actually have a look at is I'm going to have a look at, okay, I'm being drawn towards these particular cards. I thought it might have been the Runic Tarot, but no, I'm going to use my Mystical Manga cards, which my guides are telling me to have a look at with what's happening with alligator Alcatraz in Florida. So what's happened is that reports are out. So it was ordered to be shut down by a federal judge. It went to appeals and apparently the appeals court said it could stay open. And yes, it is an absolutely horrific, and I'm going to call it a concentration camp facility. So it is still open and operating from what I understand. I keep seeing it just ending up flapping in the wind. It will be closed at some stage before too much longer. But apparently since July, 1,200 out of 1,800 detainees that have passed through alligator Alcatraz in Florida have dropped off the system, gone missing, apparently removed from the ICE database. Families and attorneys are unable to locate where these people are, and they are people, humans with families, fathers, sons, brothers, uncles, you name it. And again, that's popped out again, the absolute nightmare situation. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. For the some people are making a lot of money out of this, and what they're doing is cruelty. And there is this ignorance about what is happening. This Four of Cups, not wanting to know. La, 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 la. If I take no notice, it's not happening. This is all part of the Wake Up America claps and siren sounding. It's been going for decades. But anyhow, I want to have a look at what has actually happened to these people and what next. So apparently when the Orange Twerp was told about these people missing, he welcomed the news. I don't even know if he knows where they are. I suspect he doesn't. That will be Tom Holman, who's all involved with that, and Stephen Miller, who seems to have a finger in every pie. Remember that Stephen Miller is the only one from the Orange Twerp's first regime that is still around in the background and in cabinet positions, etc., and pulling strings. He was very instrumental in that first regime, but he really came into his own in the second, but perhaps not for long, because the Tower card is coming for Stephen Miller. Little Stevie Miller, or Goebbels as we should call him, because boy oh boy, not only has he got the same personality and traits, he looks exactly the same. Okay, this is Goebbels from the mustachioed dictator in the 1930s and 40s in Germany. So let's have a look. What's happened to these detainees who are human beings? What do we need to, where are they? Where are they? What do we need to know? Apparently the conditions in alligator Alcatraz are just hideous. But what do we need to know? Come on down, let's have a look. Hoping for some good news. Okay, the Hierophant, the authorities, the my way or the highway dictator coming out and basically telling what they want done. So dictating to others with the Hierophant, the higher authorities. I mean, I know I am sort of half talking about the Emperor, but you've got the figure up here basically ordering what he wants done. So the higher authorities, Tom Holman perhaps, let's see where it goes. Challenged by the Ten of Swords, stabbed in the back, betrayed, not down and out in this particular deck, and that's why my guides pull me to particular decks, and this is the mystical manga deck, M-A-N-G-A, if anyone is interested. Betrayed, stabbed in the back, challenged by. Now, is it the authorities that are stabbed in the back, or is it the detainees, the humans that were seized off the streets and out of the shops and out of the wherever they happen to be working? Okay, I bet the Mar-a-Lago staff haven't been seized, but anyhow, so the betrayal. Okay, right. Oh, these are awful cards, actually. The energy that's stewing in. So where are they? What's happened to them? Well, first of all, they've been betrayed by the authorities that they trusted. You can guarantee that quite a quantity of that 120 that are missing were actually in the country legally on some sort of potentially on a visa or applying for citizenship, etc., going through the motions. At the base, we have the betrayal, the abuse of power, the lying, the stealing, but it's seen. It's seen. It's not hidden. They're doing this in plain daylight. Okay, so again, the lying, stealing, betrayal. In the past, lying, stealing, betrayal, heartbreak, despair, treason. Look at these cards. I'm asking what happened to them. But absolutely betrayed big time by these authorities, by these dictator authorities, Holman, etc. I mean, look at these cards that are around it, just awful. And there's the despair. Someone's making big money out of these concentration camps with absolute disregard for human life and couldn't give a rat's backside about them. Yeah, just the despair of those who have nothing, but it can also be the despair of the families and the attorneys that cannot find these people. And they're getting absolutely no help from ICE at all. Absolutely no help, because there's no money to be made from tracking these people down. Right. The immediate future, the King of Wands. Powerful messaging, passionate messaging, firing messaging being brought forward in a new plan. I actually don't mind this King of Wands. This is an action being taken. This is the going forward. The hard work going on behind the scenes, paper trails, trying to track via the books. Somebody's going to find themselves internally on the defensive. This could be also money trails that are exposed, and somebody's going to find themselves on the back foot defensive about the information that comes out about who got paid what where. And then we've got the Hanged Man, sacrificed, stopped, hung. Let's see where this goes. The outcome, Queen of Swords, legal action in the face of this betrayal, abuse of power. You've got also these figures that have morals, walking away from the sabotage, from the deception, from the narcissistic arrogance of this figure. And very telling, is it Georgia, where the Orange Twerp has ordered the prosecution of Comey, and it's an insurance lawyer who's never prosecuted in her life has been ordered to do the case, and she's just the judge is just shaking their head and going, what the F are you presenting to me? Because it's just absolute rubbish. Trying to do the Orange Twerp's bidding. I mean, she was his insurance lawyer, not a criminal prosecutor. But what I'm saying is you've got here legal action, those with morals walking away, and then the Ace of Coins. And again, more walking away from what is morally wrong. And money having changed hands, big money. Money changed hands to make what I'm getting from this is people disappear in the past. Someone's profiting big time out of this, and they're going to be exposed. Pardon me. It's not really telling me where they've gone. It just tells me that there's money trails about those who have profited out of this naive gift from the past. But I'm feeling this is almost about disappearing in the past, but it's going to come out. But the here and now is just this anguish and betrayal and this stealing, and by those that are dictating the terms. I mean, the Orange Twerp doesn't even know. Holman and Miller, I would say, are just doing it without even running it past the Orange Twerp. Will these people be found? Will these people be found? Will they be found? What's happened to them? What's happened to these people? What has happened to these people? Where are they? I'm not feeling like slaughterings or anything like that. I'm not even feeling, where are they? Not even feeling like they've necessarily been transported out of the country. Where are they? I feel like they've sort of been split up and sent to... If I say the feeling I'm getting was that they've been split up and sent as seeding detainees to other facilities that have been built for profit by those involved in the regime. I know that's a bit convoluted, but you get what I mean. I'm getting the feel that they've been sent as seeding detainees at other facilities that they may not have gotten. I mean, the regime is desperate. What is it, 3,000 a day, and they've got bonuses, bounty bonuses, and all the rest of it. They're not getting the people yet. I mean, it sounds weird, but my feels is, what my guides are showing me is that build them and they will come type thing. So what's happened is that certain individuals were promised, build your for-profit detainee facilities, and the detainees they'll flow in type thing. Well, what's happened is they're not getting the detainees. They're not arresting enough people. So I'm really getting that what's happened is they've been sent into these facilities as, it might be a 2,000 bed facility and they get 200, but, let's add another nought on the figure and get paid for 2,000. That sort of corruption type thing. Is that what I'm getting? Is that, am I right in that? That's what it feels like. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, 1444. Love an angel number. Okay, the Nine of Cups. It can be the wish fulfillment card. It can be careful what you wish for, but this very much feels, I'm always drawn to the images. I'm more of an image reader rather than a by rote reader. It feels very much like pie in the sky wishing. Illusion, delusion, pie in the sky wishing, which justifies what my guides were telling me. Sort of like a benevolent, here you go type thing. You were promised 1,000, but here's 200. Just put an extra nought on your numbers. And if it was determined who was where, they would go into these facilities, the attorneys and stuff, and find out that there were cell blocks empty. Okay, let's see where it goes. We've got challenged by the Chariot. Again, it's my military card showing up again. There's a lot of military coming in, especially after this Quantico fiasco, or however you like to pronounce it. The challenge is the chaos and the inability to move forward. But this can be also about chaotic movement. Okay, so the challenge is chaotic movement. Yeah, thigh deep in the swamp. Secrets is what they're stewing in at the moment. That will get exposed. In the past, agreements were made. Yep. Now, I haven't got a money card as of yet, but this is very much about agreements that were made. You build these facilities, we'll supply the detainees. Oh, don't worry about that pesky old missing zero, just add it in type thing. And there's that Hierophant, the higher authorities decreeing down the orders. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands. There will be information that comes out. Somebody might be found that will blow this open with the Page of Wands. This is new information that's coming out about externally those that made big money in regards to this, oligarchs, etc. And the fudging of the books internally with the Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Here's the money, externally, internally. The exchange of money for shipment, for moving these people around. I don't feel that they've, not the majority of them, I don't feel that they've gone out of the United States. Sadly, there will be some that have passed, but I'm feeling the majority of them have been moved as some sort of money deal. Okay. Right. The hopes and fears, the Ten of Wands. The chaotic burden of the messaging, the untidy messaging, but there is one here, one here, one here. Information that will come out. Right. The outcome, you've got the King of Coins, the oligarchs that are making lots of money, that are trying to keep the true situation hidden with that Four of Coins. Four of Pentacles, trying to keep it under wraps, trying to hold on to their money through the promises, and they are reaping what they sowed. Yep. But it's all going to come down with the Tower moment. It's built on unstable grounds, and it is all going to come down as the information gets out there that they cannot control. With that Eight of Wands, and then we've got the Page of Coins. Information about money and payments to shift these people around with that Six of Swords. And we've got the money trail with the Eight of Coins. I mean, it keeps going. Illusion, delusion, justice, divine justice, or disjustice. What's the word when it's not justice? Justice being blind, justice not looking, not prosecuting. You know, the poor choices, the smoke and mirrors with the Seven of Cups, the plan, Two Two of Wands, and then the plan coming to fruition with the Three of Wands. Yeah, I think that's what's happened to them. That's what I'm getting. I'm not feeling that they've been shipped overseas, and I don't feel like they've been unalived en masse or anything. Sadly, there will be some, but it's all about the money and the manipulating of money is what I'm getting. I just keep hearing the word seeding, as in SEEDING, not seeding as in CEDING, seeding as in, when you put seeding money into a business to start the business growing type thing. It's got those feels about it. They're missing. Right. What's going to be the outcome when they are found? Again, not all of them, but what's going to be the outcome? There's deliberate, it popped out again, reaping what they've sowed, trying to keep a lid on the money, reaping what they sowed. What was on the top there? The Queen of Swords. She was the next card out when I was on that last spread. Queen of Swords, some legal action taking place against Homeland Security. Tell me what we need to know. Tell me what we need to know. Are these missing prisoners? Yeah, the sort of truth. The truth will come out. Absolutely. The truth will come out about the mercenary actions with the Knight of Coins there. Am I right? Am I right in this seed that these prisoners have been used as numbers to justify the opening of these concentration camps, detention facilities? Now, I gather a few other readers have read on this. I haven't watched any other reader what they got, so let me know if we're picking up familiar territory or similar vibes. But tell me, am I right in this message you're giving me? Come on down. The Hermit, isolation in the swamp. I mean, if you're going to talk about alligator Alcatraz or the detention centre in Florida, I'm actually really conflicted about calling that, because it's like the vile ghastliness have lent into it. That name is like a badge of honour or something, and it just feels very off. This concentration camp in Florida in the swamp. So the Hermit, isolation in the swamp, shining a light in the darkness, trying to find a way forward. It feels like they've been isolated, and yeah, by those that are there to make money out of them. We've got the Page of Swords, a whistleblower coming forward. In the past, we've got the the Empress, who is what she got hidden under her skirts. Well, she hasn't got much skirt on there, actually. Russian gulag type feels. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say, Russian gulag type feels. Nine of Wands. Defending the... There is this do not pass wall. It's almost like defending the walls, so cannot be seen beyond the walls. The Lovers, the contract and agreement that was made about moving these people around with the Six of Swords, and some people got paid very nicely, thank you very much, internally. There is a money trail here, though, in regards to it. The hopes and fears is finding these people with the Five of Coins that certain individuals are profiting out of. Yeah, shifting these people around, fudging the books. This is a fudging the books card with the Two of Pentacles. the Knight of Swords, so a harsh truth coming forward, and then the King of Cups, bringing a mature, this is new governance, and then the Death card as the current regime is brought to an end, and then we've got the Ace of Wands, big news coming forward, and then we've got the Seven of Wands. Certain individuals who profited out of this are going to have to defend themselves, and they might find themselves at a loss. So we've got the Three of Cups, as they can't control the information that comes out, with the Eight of Wands, and those that, well, the Hierophant, finding themselves legally restricted. Icky vibes. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm not getting that they've been sent overseas. I'm not getting that they've been sort of tossed to the alligators. I'm getting that they've been shifted to other camps as sort of seeding bodies, enabling those concentration camps to fiddle the books to, gosh, it's just so wrong. It's just corruption in plain sight. That's just so exasperating. We'll just ask you some of the yes/no cards. Will the majority of them be found? Will most of these people, yeah, I split the deck and it's a yes. Will most of these people eventually be found, be traced, when the whole current regime falls apart, which it will, entertainment only? It's actually on a massive downward slide at the moment, this particular regime, which is when they are most dangerous. This is cornered rat territory, cornered possum territory, and if you've ever cornered a wild possum, oh, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, cornered feral cat, you know, that sort of thing. It's when they're most dangerous. So tell me, yes, yep. Not all, sadly, not all, but the majority of them will be found when this regime topples. Just okay. Love to you all. Take care.